What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Gundam Park exclusive real grade Nu Gundam FF from Gundam Side F. Another configuration of the Nu Gundam left in the concept stage due to its untimely deployment. It features the long range fin funnel that combines the fin funnel and mecha beam launcher technologies. This kit comes with 22 runners, a small water decal sheet, and a peel-off decal sheet the size of an airline ticket. Build-wise, despite the 9 new runners, the build doesn't differ much from the standard real grade Nu, since most of the changes are visual, with the exception of the extra part separation on the heels. The long-range fin funnel, though, features an interesting construction thanks to the full color separation and the opening gimmick they implemented. However, it's worth noting that the blue and black pieces are susceptible to awful nut marks. Caution is advised even with the undergates. But as a whole, it's an involved real grade that isn't too challenging to assemble, except that it's mentally straining. And even though this is essentially the real grade Nu Gundam at its core, the old video isn't exactly the best video to refer back to. As a result, I'm gonna briefly mention the commonalities while mainly focusing on the new stuff. It's well established that the real grade Nu Gundam looks astounding. The Kotoki proportions are recreated in 1:144th scale with the surface details and optional decals to complement it. For the FF version, the black parts of the original one have been changed to 2 tones of blue with the exception of the backpack and wrist guards, while the white has been color coded to match the statue. Furthermore, the head crest has been enlarged, shoulder panels have been further separated with areas carved out for the navigation lights, and the biceps, hand covers, and calves feature newly molded detail in order to match the statue's aesthetics, though they are barely discernible from a glance, let alone afar. The attention is instead drawn to the long-range fin funnel. From the large panels to the more intricate details like the stripes on the top and bottom, and the silver pieces used are replicated all with plastic pieces, while the implemented surface detail adds another layer of visual richness and depth absent on the entry grade version, allowing for an exceptional appearance for a glorified stabilizer. But even though the pinstripes and logos on the body are implemented via the use of decals, I'm perfectly fine with displaying my real grade Nu Gundam FF without any further touch-ups. Articulation begins with an unrestricted double ball jointed head with a hinged collar. The shoulders can swivel along all axes, while the shoulder armor and panels can hinge out of the way of the arm raise. There's a full arm rotation, bicep cut, double jointed elbows, and hinged ball jointed wrists with hinges in the holding hands. Joints in the torso allow for great crunching, while the waist can rotate all the way. Front and side skirts are on ball joints connected with a shared hinge. Back skirts can move. The legs can drop down individually upon unlocking the mechanism for full front and side splits. There's a thigh roll, triple jointed knees with moving pistons and armor panels, hinged peg jointed ankles with tipping, rocking, and toe movement. Finally, the beam saber holster can swivel, while the arm for the long-range fin funnel can spin and pivot at the base and at the funnel connection itself, as well as be adjusted on a double joint, while the funnel itself features opening top and side panels. The articulation of the new base is left unchanged apart from the different shoulder armor, so posing and solidity should not be an issue. The fully adjustable arm for the long-range fin funnel is also very much appreciated. For accessories, you get the set of fists, open hands, holding hands, and the right trigger finger hand, as well as a new pair of relaxed open hands for the statue pose. The 2 means for opening the cockpit and the armoral pilot figure are carried over for some neat but niche displays, while the stand adapter that connects into the backpack is also included. The old loadout of the beam rifle, new hyper bazooka, shield, beam saber, and the spare, both with included beams, constitutes the carryover loadout. They differ in appearance at the very most and can all be used with their respective integrated and storage gimmicks, which is frankly a good choice if you want play options outside of the long-range fin funnel, which itself has an auto-morphing gimmick by tugging on the rear fin for opening and pushing again for closing. On that note, it can be used as a backpack mounted cannon by readjusting the mounting arm and reconnecting it with its lower port, arm-mounted beam cannon or beam saber with an adapter that cuffs into the right arm, connected via the same means, or be sent out for all ranged attacks with the octagonal adapter of the Asher Base 5 of all things. But I'm glad to say that the kits can handle any pose with the mounted funnel just fine, so go wild with them, especially if you get the DDB Corgi beam effect for the funnel. And since the base of the Nu Gundam is left unchanged, you can of course also mount the heavy weapon system parts on without any issue, so have fun with all of that firepower. In terms of leftovers, oh boy, there's gonna be a lot. Due to the color coding and retooling, there's a lot of major armor pieces left over from the old and duplicate runners. As a result, should you have another real grade Nu Gundam frame and face lying around, you can essentially have a full real grade Nu Gundam without any weapons, but with parts to spare. Now to wrap up this video swiftly, the real grade Nu Gundam FF is simply the standard real grade Nu with minor visual differences for replicating the statue while remaining solid to pose and having had the fin funnels replaced with the more stable, long range variant. And surprisingly, I would actually recommend this. Yes, going through the entire real grade Nu build again is a bit tedious, and the leftovers are extremely annoying to deal with, but what you're left with is the definitive miniature statue of the Nu Gundam FF that you could also arm and pose to your liking without any worry. Sure, the entry grade is serviceable for those on a budget, but if you want a version of the new FF with a solid structure and the full play package, this is the one to get, especially alongside those third-party add-ons. And that's all for me. Thank you for watching, drop a like and comment if you did enjoy the video, subscribe for more content like this, and feel free to follow me on social media with the links down below. That said, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out guys, bye bye.